We have a whistle over there. Mike, hit that whistle. There we go. Thank you. First things first. Saturday's a big day. And it's not even the beginning of college football because games start tonight. I guess week 0 happened, but that doesn't really count.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Boise State plays South Florida tonight. Nebraska and Cincinnati play tonight, which is interesting. The Cincinnati head coach came and was my guest at the Opry, and I was hanging out with him a little bit. And I was like, how we doing? And he's like, first game's against Nebraska. And I believe, you may look this up, I'm going from memory. Are they playing in like a football stadium or something tonight? Somewhere that's not the main Cincinnati stadium?
Oh.
Like, are they playing in Kansas City?
I thought you were being sarcastic.
No, I feel like, and maybe I'm just thinking.
Ooh, that sounds right. I feel like
Kansas City, the Chiefs Stadium.
Come on. Think about this. Travis Kelce just got engaged. Travis Kelce played at Cincinnati.
Oh, my goodness.
Travis Kelce plays for the Chiefs now. Could it be Travis Kelce knows Taylor Swift? Taylor Swift is a winner. Cincinnati wins. I'm betting Cincinnati.
That's the Easter egg.
Tonight. Because it's Cincinnati plus 6.5.
Okay.
Nebraska's interesting because, well, Rayola will be good. He was a freshman last year, and he was good. He was good. Matt Rule started a podcast too, Kevin. You see that?
Yeah, I did.
He's going to, I guess, donate them. Yeah, like rules of the game or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's going to donate the money to NIL, which is good.
Why is Boise State ranked 25th? I thought
they made the playoff last year.
Yeah, but Ashton Genty's like not there, right?
That's correct. He's with the Raiders.
Isn't that kind of what made Boise State so good last year?
I think that was a part of it, but I think Boise State's always good. And I think they deserve a top 25 ranking.
Until they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get to my point here about why I'm so annoyed. Friday's games, Auburn at Baylor. Auburn is the favorite. Auburn, supposedly not that good. Does that mean Baylor's really bad? Georgia Tech and Colorado play Friday. And then Saturday, the big ones. Texas at Ohio State.
Oh.
It's the first time ever a number 1 team has been the underdog game 1 of the season. Because they are a 1.5-point underdog, the number 1 team in the country, Texas. LSU and Clemson play. That's going to be fun. I don't like Clemson. Mostly because
still? I know you had a
residual, so I know I didn't lose it. I don't have a reason to like residual. And also, them winning the conference game last year kept Alabama out of the college football playoff, and it had a heavy future on Alabama. So there's a lot. There's a lot at stake here.
I got you.
So I'm rooting for LSU conference. Although watching, and I know you guys haven't watched Any Given Saturday on Netflix.
I've seen most of it.
Brian Kelly, not a likable guy, is he?
No.
They even put his dad in it to like show his family and like, here he is. There's other layers of him, and you're like, still don't like him. Like,
what's his dad like though? Is his dad likable?
Yeah, all old guys are likable.
Okay, well, not all.
Yeah, you can tell he's kind of a hard-nosed guy too, his dad.
Yeah, for sure. Where are you in the season?
I believe I've watched 5. So I think I got 2 more.
You haven't watched Mississippi State yet?
That was the last one I watched.
Yeah, I kind of came away liking him. Yeah. I like him. I don't love him, but I like him.
Yeah, seems like just a cool dude.
Yeah, Mississippi State. And then have you watched the Kentucky one?
No, I haven't watched that one yet.
And we have Stoops coming up in a little bit.
Are they broken down in colleges? Like every episode is at a college or just kind of?
Every episode is 2 schools. They follow 2 schools in their game. Would that be accurate to say?
Yeah. It's like 2 games each episode and 2 schools.
Yeah, so they followed Vanderbilt at Alabama, which was a crazy game to be at because they won the freaking thing. And then they followed Arkansas at Tennessee. Same episode when Arkansas beat Tennessee.
Yeah, it was like the underdog episode.
Yeah, it was good.
Coach Lee, man. Whew.
I'm telling you, right? Don't you want to play for him? Don't you want him just to order you around, even if it's not to play football?
Yeah.
It's like you want to call him up and be like, tell me what to do today.
Yeah, like I want to call him every morning for motivation.
Yeah, Clark Lee, it's Bobby. Just give me something to do today, man. Give me a list because I want to do it to the best of my ability. Yeah, Clark Lee's awesome. Alabama, Florida State play. What's interesting about that is both of those teams kind of need a much better year. Alabama did not go to the college football playoff. Means they weren't in the top 12, which means it was the first year after Nick Saban. Kalen DeBoer is the coach, and now they're wanting to run him out after one bad season, which wasn't even bad. But then Florida State had a terrible year. Terrible last year.
What did they win? 2 games?
I don't know. I stopped watching. It got to be tough.
It's bad.
So that's Saturday. But for me, Saturday is my fantasy draft in one of my leagues. I only am playing 2 leagues. But they did it Saturday at 3.
Are we drafting Saturday? Or is that a different?
No, it's
okay. Good.
It's a league that matters.
Thank God.
That's not funny.
Yeah. It's Saturday at 3. Why would you have a fantasy draft on the first college football day of the week. I know it's a lot of NFL guys, even
Okay.
former NFL players, so they're very much thinking about just NFL 1 week from then. But it's 3 o'clock and they're doing this big barbecue and everybody. I'm not going because Arkansas plays at 3. And I wouldn't go anyway because it's the first Saturday of college football. So I'm a little annoyed at that. So I'll be on my phone doing my draft, not eating free barbecue.
Mm.
But I will be excited because football has started.
You're in a fantasy league with like old NFL players?
There's a few.
Gosh, dude, that's baller. Why would you even play in ours? Like, I would just get out of ours.
Well-
No, this is the one that I've played in for. Ours is like 20 years.
Oh, I know, but you have
I
legit
get more
leagues now,
Yeah, but I get more pride in that one because I see you guys.
and you always win it.
I don't always win. I didn't win last year.
Yeah, but you're pretty good.
I think I won the year before, and then 2 years before that.
Do we still have a trophy for that one?
What?
That league? We used to have a trophy that you had for a long time at your house. The big football. It kind of looked like a college football trophy.
I don't know.
Okay.
I have so many trophies and awards. Man.
Oh,
It just gets lost.
yeah. So dumb.
It just gets lost in the mix, you know? So that is exciting. Something else I wanted to propose. So there's also this league that I do that is not fantasy, and I've talked about it before. And Matt Stell is a good friend of mine. He orchestrates it. There are 6 people. Now, teams, but it's 6 different teams. And what happens is you draft and you don't pay anything to get in. There's no cost to get in. And you draft a team. So if I went first overall, I'd probably draft the Chiefs or the Ravens or the Bills, right? It's that kind of thing.
Mhm.
And throughout the season, for every game your team wins, you win like $100. But if you lose, it costs you $100. So you're trying to draft. And so you also can draft teams to lose, meaning in the 3rd round, because you only get 6 teams, you could draft, I'll take the Saints to lose. And every
Yeah.
time they lose, you win. It's like if you're drafting a team to win and they win.
It's a good one.
Where that gets you, though, is playoffs. While teams are still in the playoffs winning, you can't keep losing if your team's not able to lose.
Gosh, that's right.
So there are all these little deals. Now, I've done it by myself. In the first year, I think I lost $3,000.
Oh my gosh.
So when you draft, how do you pay a certain amount of money when you draft the
You don't
team?
have to pay anything.
Okay. So
It's
where does that money come from then?
Well, whenever a team wins, that means the team is losing. Like money goes into the pot each week.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. So if you pick the losing team and they win, you've got to
You got to
pay
pay.
the $100, and that money will go to someone
And
else.
mathematically, it all works out.
Yeah.
The first year I did it, I did not quite understand. I think I lost $3,000. The second year I did it, I got it a bit better, and I think I lost $400.
Getting better.
Last year, I won like $4,000.
Nice.
Oh, gosh. So in that trend, this year, you're going to win like $10,000.
It's not that because those picks 5 and 6 get to be really weird because you don't know. There are those
Yeah.
teams that are like 500. And my point is, if you guys wanted to partner, I would take partners. I don't really need the money,
We need the money.
but the thing is, you could lose a lot of money.
Yeah, we also don't need to lose the money.
We
It's-
really don't.
It's definitely the biggest risk reward of all the things that I do.
I could safely say that I have about,
There's no money amount you can say
what do you mean?
because it's not you're investing a certain amount of money. You would own a percentage.
Right, I know, but if because like going into this football year, I had to kind of do the numbers, crunch the numbers, and find out how much money I have to gamble for the year.
But this doesn't matter. This is not related to that because you could win.
We
And
could
and you
win.
don't have to put any in.
You don't look at it as like, okay, but this is gonna be the max I can lose.
You don't have a max you can lose in this. There have been people that have lost $9,000 and $10,000.
Oh
with this.
my
Oh my
goodness!
gosh.
But
I
there
don't
are
know,
also
Kevin.
people who have won that.
That's stressful. But I'm interested.
So if you guys wanted to have a percentage of the team, I would let you in. But the thing is, you'd have to either pay that percentage if we lost it or win that percentage if we win it.
Yeah. And then run the drafting by me one more time. So is it just kind of like a snake draft?
It is absolutely a snake draft.
And then
But
the
what
order
happens,
is,
there are 6 people, but you can bid on spots. Like I paid a couple $100 last year to get like the 3rd spot.
Oh, that's tough.
Oh man.
That's
And
where
so
it
you
gets
have that
dicey.
the team that you pick, whether win or lose, you have them for the entire year.
The whole year, and you can't get rid of them because once I got the Rams, they sucked all year,
Ugh.
and they were supposed to be good, and I was just bucketing water out of the boat. Like, oh my God, just trying to.
Trying to stay afloat.
Yep.
Hmm.
But the draft is
Saturday. Saturday at 3 o'clock.
3
No,
o'clock.
that's fancy. You can think about it because it's Tuesday night, the 2nd. So
That's
we'll do
next
another show
Tuesday?
before then.
Okay. And you're open to a percentage as far as what we contribute? Or
Yeah.
or we?
Well, it should be even percentage, right?
I mean, I would think that would like
Okay.
if
Yeah.
I didn't
you
know.
can't
I
come in as a
just saying,
2%er, Kevin.
Hey, I got $5 on it, but we're in, guys. Let's go.
but again, that's like a stock you buy, but there is no limit to what you can lose. But
Right,
there's
right,
also
right.
if you're good at picking, it's tough. It's way tougher than I thought it was.
Yeah, it's because you think but I mean,
Yes.
every year there's like 4 teams that don't make the playoffs that did, and then vice versa. So it's tough. That's tough.
And last year I cheated the system. I won so much money. I don't know if they're going to eliminate me from doing this, but because I figured out that picks 5 and 6 are always toss-ups, and that's either what wins you or loses you. And I was like, screw that. So I picked the Bears to win in the 5th round and the Bears to lose in the 6th round, which just
Ooh.
eliminated 5 and 6 completely. So I broke even. So I only had my 4 teams to use, and those are the 4 best teams. And so I won a ton.
That's genius.
That no one's ever, and they debated it when I started doing that. They were like, can he do this?
But it wasn't in the rules at the time.
Exactly.
So it's got to be in
And
the
I
rules
haven't
this year.
heard that they've put it in the rules yet. But
Maybe they forgot.
you know me, I'm trying to cut corners legally, but I'm trying to find loopholes. The second year when I lost just a little bit, what I did wrong was I figured out, oh, you can pick teams to lose. So first and second round, I picked bad teams. But then when the playoffs came, I just kept losing money because I had nobody in it. So anyway, think about
Yeah,
that.
Okay.
Think about that. We'll do it next week. Other breaking news, I do have Eddie's Superman costume.
Oh, it came in the
let's
mail?
go.
It's in my office. Yeah.
Okay. I can try that on whenever you guys are ready.
Yeah, it's in my office. We'll have you try it on next week.
Great.
I don't have to stand for 2 hours and do the Superman thing. So
My mom's in town too. She's gonna be like, "What are you doing?"
She gonna drop
She has-
you off?
she has to record you.
My mom's gonna drop me off at the bridge. Mom, pick me up in 2 hours. I'll be here.
She has to record you.
Oh,
For 2
man.
hours.
My mom's got to be like, "What do you do for a living? Like, this is part of your job."
Hot dogs,
Hot dogs.
Superman costumes. It is kind of cool that the weather's getting a bit
Cool.
nicer.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah, dude. What's awesome is like my kids, my son's playing football. So those games at night, it feels like football weather, which it hadn't been all summer. But man, it feels good.
The thing that sucks though is I know right around the corner it's gonna be freezing freaking cold.
Yep.
That sucks.
Don't think
Yep.
about it.
Enjoy the now.
You think Travis Kelce retires after this year?
Yes,
Yes.
100%. He's got a plan, dude. He's got a plan for the wedding.
I think if they win the Super Bowl, he retires. I think if they don't win the Super Bowl, he might retire. I think if they get to the Super Bowl again and lose, he doesn't retire. I think that's the only way he'd probably. I say AFC Championship or Super Bowl and lose, he comes back for one more. If they don't even make it that far, he quits. If they win it, he quits.
I see that.
Because I don't think he wants the blame to be on Taylor Swift.
Oh,
And I think that could be the
will
blame.
be a bunch
Yeah.
of haters. You know, they'll say that.
Because I think if it gets close, they're like, well, Travis Kelce, if he'd have been better. But if they like finish with 9 wins and only win the wild card, I don't think people will put it on her.
Dude, there's no way he's gonna have a good year, right? Like he just got engaged. Like there's too much press on him. Like is the podcast gonna go throughout the season? Like there's so many distractions here.
Well, he didn't have a great year last year, and that's
I
probably
know.
why.
I know.
The University of Oklahoma is now selling tickets to its football press conferences. For $690, fans can attend the post-game media session after the Michigan matchup with coaches, players. The Illinois State opener was priced at $460. It sold out. I can't believe people are paying that much money to get a press conference.
Can they ask a question? Like, are they
I don't think so.
okay? Good.
Let's just see. With this new offer, regular fans can get up close and personal access for just a few $100 and not be on the hook for budget-busting donations. I don't know, maybe. Man, people are whoring themselves out in every way now.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That better go towards like NIL or something.
I'm sure it will.
Has
Like,
to.
It goes maybe even toward like the bottom line and then the profit. I don't know. But yes, they're not doing that just to help the school out. They're doing that to make money for
Yeah. That's
The-
crazy.
the program, the organization.
I saw a TikTok on Middle Tennessee. You know, the university, how like they got rid of half of their jerseys because they're like, well, we don't need to get white jerseys and blue jerseys.
No, that's not right. They're not doing all. They have to have white and blue. Those are what they have. They're not doing alternate jerseys, like alternate whites or alternate blues. No, they only have one. No,
I was like, dang, dude.
That's what
they're
you
gonna
thought
have blue
alternate-
on blue at one point.
no.
Okay, thanks for clarifying.
I don't want to
that.
like stop and.
No, I
you were
appreciate
very
that.
wrong on that one. I was just gonna let
appreciate
you. I was gonna let you carry that one.
Well,
Can I-
and I was even gonna go one step further. I'm like, dude, they weren't even have helmets
yeah.
because they
They're cutting budgets.
They cut budgets so they can have some NIL money and be competitors.
So the great thing about that story is, which I find really fascinating, is okay. So Middle Tennessee State, it's a national story, so not just
Not
local
a
because we
TikTok,
know it.
little local TikTok
Yeah,
story.
local TikTok didn't have it. A national TikTok did, which is cool.
Yeah.
So they've eliminated their alternate jerseys, meaning they're not going to spend money on a second version of blue, a second version of white, different helmets. And they end up saving like $500,000 in just not having to spend that
Amazing.
extra money on that. And that money goes back into the program, even NIL. Also, what they're doing, they're allowing football players to sell tickets.
Yeah.
And then the football players get a percentage of the ticket sales.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So they're like, yeah, everybody gets like $2,000 a year for NIL, but if you want to actually make more, you can, which I think is pretty cool.
Thank you for telling that story correctly.
Thanks
gave it
for
to
bringing
you.
it to the table there,
Yeah.
Eddie.
Yeah. Well, I brought it up. Then you took it from there, dude. Thank you.
I was letting you have it though, man.
Sam Houston State's coming. They're going to play Middle Tennessee. I'm probably going to go to that game.
Really?
Yeah, even though I was thinking about going to that Western Kentucky game last week, but man, they got murdered. Sam Houston State got murdered.
They played last week.
They did in Western Kentucky in Bowling Green. And I told the kids, you want to
It
go?
wasn't on my local TikTok.
Because, yeah, it wasn't that good of a game.
Quickly, the odds to win the national championship. Texas at 1, Ohio State at 2, Penn State at 3, Georgia at 4, Clemson at 5, Alabama at 6, Notre Dame, Oregon, LSU, and Michigan. Round out the top 10. Arkansas, we're playing Alabama A&M. Should be.
Let's go, baby.
Should
What's
be-
the spread on that,
should
you
be
know?
easy. I didn't even look.
30?
I didn't even look.
Man, I love the first week of football because these odds makers don't know anything.
There isn't one
Because it's
because
What?
it's such
Because
a
they're-
mismatch.
because it's like an FCS type thing.
Yeah.
I bet you they'll throw up a live one at some point.
FCS is Division 1 AA, right?
LA.
Is it FC? I get FCS and
And
FBS
FBS,
because I don't
yeah.
ever refer to them as that.
FBS is the big boys.
That's what I thought. Like I think of it as like Bobby,
yeah.
big boy.
Big Boy Bob.
Yeah.
That place is good.
Yeah. What, Bob's big boy?
Yeah, that one.
Never been there. Yeah. So we got Coach Stoops coming up in a second. Let's talk about the rivalries, the highlight reels, the breakout stars. College football is back, and it's your time to score big with Pick 6 with DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app, and then put in the code Bobby Sports. It would help us if you did that. One word, Bobby Sports. That's it. No gimmicks, no weird rules, just pure player-powered picks for a shot at real cash. When looking ahead this weekend, some big games to choose from, which we've been talking about, but it's about players. Like, are they going to go over or under a stat? Like Arch Manning at Texas, more or less than 237 passing yards. You can pick over or under. Wide receiver Jeremiah Smith, more or less than 77 receiving yards. You can go to the LSU game. Garrett Nussmeier, more or less than 289 passing yards. There you go. You can pick that. You can win. New to DraftKings, just drop $5 on your first pick, and you'll score $50 in Pick 6 bonus picks. Now, again, this is the Pick 6 app. So don't just watch your favorite college teams play, pick them. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app. Use the code Bobby Sports to get $50 in Pick 6 bonus picks and ride the upside with Pick 6 all season long. Pick players, stack upside, build your bag in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Now let's go over to our talk with Kentucky head football coach Mark Stoops. Coach Stoops going into his 13th season as the head coach of the Wildcats, the longest tenured coach in the SEC, and he's really, I feel like, turned the program around in a significant way, especially at a school that you just think of as being a basketball school. Kentucky opens with Toledo this weekend, Ole Miss week 2. We talk about that. Big thanks to Coach Stoops for coming on. Here he is, Coach Mark Stoops.
Coach Stoops, we appreciate the time.
Thank you. Yeah, good to be on with you.
Hey, so what's this week like? How is it different than last week? Because it's game week, baby. Let's go.
That's right. It's definitely game week. I think, when you get to game week, it's been a long off season. We had a lot of work to do starting last winter and certainly through the summer and in this fall camp. So come game week, I think everybody has a little extra pep in their step and is ready to get going. We're tired of, playing against each other, hitting each other and all that. So we want to see a new opponent.
That's interesting. So I'll go there. You talk about hitting each other, and a lot of teams, they get fatigue of just playing each other and also fatigue of just practicing. And so there's scuffles occasionally. What's your relationship like at near the end of practice and people are fighting?
Yeah, that's a great question. And ironically, we had that about a week ago or so, right towards the end of camp. We had one of those hot days and guys were just on each other's nerves. And we had a big fight right at the end of practice, and it kind of pissed me off. I blew the whistle and teed it up and started practice completely over again. We went right to stretch lanes. Then we went to individual and added another special teams period and was going through practice. And then time ran out. I have some rules and regulations that I have to stand by. So I went as long as I could, but then I, wrapped it up. So I went as long as I could with a new practice. So, we have to be more disciplined. Fights are going to happen in camp. But the way this one, happened, I just kind of had enough and wanted to kind of set down the law for him.
That's old school. Like that's like, and
Yeah.
again, I only played like high school football. So like back in the
Mhm.
day, we didn't even get water if we weren't good. But we would come back from an away game, and if we played terrible,
Yeah.
like we'd have to get out and run sprints at night. They turn the lights on. Do you do anything
Yeah.
like that? If it's like a bad game, do you ever show back up and like, all right, boys, end of film now, or let's run sprints?
I'd like to a couple times, but I haven't done that one. But I think we needed to a few times. I might have to incorporate that if we have a bad game this year.
We used to like do Oklahoma drill pregame as well. That's the stupidest thing we could have ever done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not very smart. Yeah. You're probably going to do enough hitting in that game. So I think that's probably enough. But they've outlawed that drill. We can't even do that drill anymore in college football.
What is your favorite conditioning drill? We did a lot of up downs. Like, what is your go-to?
Yeah, I think, in season, I like over backs, you know what I mean? So something to get some sprints. This year we did some 80-yard striders and going all the way back to my time playing at the University of Iowa, Hayden Fry and all those guys, we used to do these cross fields, we'd jog out to the hash, sprint, and get to the other sideline and back. So I like those. I always feel like that's good conditioning.
Do gassers still exist, or maybe that term isn't used anymore, or bull in the ring, two of the old school things?
Yeah, I mean, gassers, I think there's different forms of gassers. They still exist. I think, in the summer, 110s certainly jump on the back of our players, that's for sure. And we have a beautiful hill right outside my office here out on the practice field that we do some hills, things of that nature. But bull in the ring, no more of that as well. I mean, they kind of outlawed some of the things that was direct contact and hitting head to head with players. So, football is a violent sport. You're going to have enough of those type of contacts and hits as well. So we try to limit those as much as possible.
In practice, before the season starts, do you allow your quarterbacks to get hit at all?
No.
So they have
No.
a different color jersey, and how do you expect them to be ready for hitting if they don't get to get hit?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think fortunately with our starting quarterback, he's played a lot of football, so I think he remembers what it's like to get hit. And I say that, I mean, when they pull the ball and run it on a quarterback scramble or a design quarterback run, I mean, they're going to get thudded, but nothing too drastic.
Calzada, the kid that I remember from Texas A&M, I grew up in Arkansas, so I
Mhm.
watched a lot of Arkansas ball. When we got beat by Calzada, he's your quarterback now. What do you like about him?
Yeah, I like him. He's a big kid. He's very strong. He's got a lot of experience, and he's got a big arm. So I like the way he's been practicing, through summer, and I'm excited to watch him play. I think he's the type of young man that he also takes it up a notch in any game like situation. Here, obviously, I've just watched him in scrimmages, but he always seems to take it up a notch in scrimmages, and hopefully he's going to do that with games as well.
What about the Law kid from Alabama? You got the wide receiver. Do you expect him to have an impact?
I do. Kendrick is a really great young man, very strong. He's very explosive. He's great with the football in his hands. He'll be a kick returner for us, wide receiver. He's a gunner on the punt team. He does a lot of things, and he's had a great impact so far.
After a game, win or loss, what film do you like to watch? Offense, defense, what was good or what was bad? Like, what do you want prepared for you and ready?
Well, I'm a defensive guy, and I usually start with the defense, but I have a better fix on that during the game of what happened and what not. So, generally I start with the offensive film now. I'll watch that first and then go to defense and special teams.
I was looking at some of the guys that you coach defensively, and Ed Reed comes to mind when I look. He's the number one on the list of the players. What was he like to coach that young?
Yeah, Ed was absolutely fantastic. You're right. I was very young at the time, and Ed is an old soul and a great man. And he was really, I was fortunate. I took, that job and the great Chuck Pagano had them all teed up and coached up. I followed Chuck at the University of Miami, and fortunately, he left me with a great secondary there. We added some great ones like Sean Taylor and Antrell Roll and Kelly Jennings. We added some future first round picks, but I inherited guys like Ed, Mike Rumpf, Philip Buchanan. 3 first rounders my first year. And but Ed was just kind of like he set the tone with the whole team. He was really handled his business. He was extremely self motivated. He was the type of player that sometimes he and I would walk on the way out the practice field, and I'd be like, Ed, I'm going to get after you today. Like, I'm going to coach you extremely hard just to set the tone with the rest of the guys. And you know what he would say? Bring it on, coach. He said they need it. And it's just that's just the type of man he was. He's a great person and a great leader, and it was an absolute pleasure and a joy for me to coach him.
You have 3 brothers that have all coached or are coaching, and I know Bob a little bit because my family is big Oklahoma, and so I've had Bob on the show a couple times and been lucky enough to spend a little time with him. Do you ever use them as like analysts, like recreational analysts?
Yeah, definitely. As I always say, like, Bob has been through it, and so has Mike. I'm fortunate to have Mike with me here now, and Mike's the type of guy, like he coaches linebackers now, but he has great experience being a coordinator, being a head coach, and and but he also trusts my judgment, and he'll give input when needed. And Bob's the same way. He's always a resource for me. I know I could pick up the phone and talk to him or kick around ideas at any time, and I do on occasion. And then, during the tough moments and in the season when he knows things are going rough, he understands that. He trusts, what I'm doing. I've done it for a long time here, and so I don't think he oversteps, but I know he's always there. And he's always willing to help, but he also lets me do my thing.
The commissioner came out and said, "Hey, we're going to do 9 SEC games, and we're going to do a 1 game against a Power 4 team. It has to be another Power 4." And so some teams are having to modify schedules next year because it's going to start next year. What are your feelings on adding an SEC game?
I think. I've been on record lately just saying, hey, bring it on, because I could just tell it was going that way. I know, you could just feel that the commissioner wanted it that way and the leadership, and I trust their judgment, and it is what it is. And so, for me, it's no business. I have no time fighting that or anything like that. I mean, obviously, it's a challenge for all of us. I think if you asked any coach in the SEC of adding another SEC game, they know the physicality that comes with that and the challenge that comes with that, and you're adding one more loss to half the league no matter what. So it's a challenge. It's going to be very difficult, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm in a difficult situation, a difficult job each and every year. I'm used to it.
So do you think then the CFP should go 16 teams and give the SEC another at-large bid? I feel like was the general sentiment as to why they're doing it.
However the format, the SEC is going to get their teams in there. I mean, if the people vote, in which in selecting these members, which I'm sure they're very educated and will do a great job. I mean, you can't help but put some SEC teams in there. If strength of schedule matters, then people with common sense will understand how difficult it is. But for me, it's just I don't worry about it too much. I have a lot of work to do just to get us in a good position to win our first game. So that's really my concentration.
Are you friends with John Michael Montgomery?
I am. Yeah. John Michael's happens to be a really good friend of mine. In the early days, I've been here 13 years, and we've played golf in the off season a lot. He used to be in a standard group that we'd have a little money game at our local course, and John Michael's still a part of that. I haven't played with him as much lately.
Yeah, he was flexing on me that he played golf with you, and I was like, I'm gonna ask Coach if he actually played. What kind of golfer is John Michael?
Yeah. John Michael's actually a good golfer. He's got a good swing. Just like any of us that play recreational golf, we're going to go through some good days and bad days. So when John Michael's in a good position there, he's a good partner to have. That's for sure. And just like any of us, there's days when you want somebody else.
Did you get to play much golf before the season? And I'm assuming no more golf.
No more golf. Yeah, I'm done with the golf clubs. I put them away really in, pretty much they're away in July. You might sneak a round or two in July, but the best time for us coaches or for myself is really, late spring and early summer. June is so busy for us anymore. In July, it's kind of done. So we have a quick little window, but I do love playing. Yeah, absolutely. I like playing golf when I can. But unfortunately, that's a short window for us.
What's the expectation from you with this team this year?
Yeah, I'm on the record. I've talked a lot, as you know, this time of year and a lot of speaking engagements and different things, but I've said it over and over, but it's true. I really can't wait, to go out there and take the field here this Saturday. We've put a lot of work in and we needed to. I wasn't very happy, very proud of the team last year. We've been very consistent and had a very good program for a long time in a difficult league, and I just wasn't pleased. We failed to meet our standard last year and didn't play very good. So we put a lot of work into it through the winter and building this team and selecting the right teammates and developing them through the off season. And so we put the work in. Now it's time to go play. It's time to go execute our plan. And I can't wait to see them play, but I have high expectations for this team. I don't know. I never put any, wins and loss totals on it or anything like that. I just want to represent this great state and this university and do things the right way, like we have for a long time. And, we want to play very tough, hard-nosed football and be disciplined and execute and do all the things that people know when they put on the film or they watch TV. They see a team that's playing extremely hard and that's very physical and it's fun to watch. So, I'm excited to get it rolling.
It's kind of a dumb guy question, but you have Toledo week 1 and Ole Miss week 2. So it's a conference game coming up quick. How do you keep focused on Toledo when Ole Miss is right around the corner and that game means more because it's a conference game?
Well, we all understand that the conference games are extremely important, but let's be honest. I think here we always have to respect each and every opponent. And Toledo's a very good football team, as you know. They're picked to win the MAC, and they have, I want to say 13 or 14 AP top 25 votes. And some people are picking them to be the group of 5 representative in the playoffs. So that they're a very good team. They went on the road last year and beat an SEC team pretty badly, and also beat a Power 4 team in a bowl game in 6 overtimes. So they're a very good team. I have a lot of respect for Coach and what they've done. They've been there a long time, and so hey, we just got to go take them one at a time.
If I were to ask the refs what's the most annoying thing about you on the sideline, what would they say, Coach?
I probably don't agree with every call they make.
Yeah, I would expect that to be the case. How does that manifest itself with you?
Over the years, I've really tried to calm down. I mean, because listen, we're in a lot of close games, and one call here or there can swing games, and we work hard and our players work hard and we're under a lot of pressure, and you have to be good enough to overcome anything and take whatever's dealt to you. And I've tried to take that approach as I getting older and calming down over the years, and don't want to overreact to anything. Again, you just have to be able to overcome any situation, and that's what I'm trying to do.
I suspect that having the press conference after a win is a lot easier than a loss. Do you ever have to regather yourself before you go out after a loss and go, all right, I know I'm triggered right now, but I need to go and actually present something suitable instead of something angry?
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And, there's times when I just have to, obviously I talk to the team and address the team and go through that, and then have to go into my locker room over in the stadium and just gather myself for a minute and get my thoughts for sure. You don't want to go out there and say something that you regret, and you want to make sure you handle yourself the best you can in all situations. So generally, there's been really big highs and big wins as well, along with some really tough defeats. And either way, I try to just regroup and gather myself and make sure you have some clear thoughts before you go into that.
I have two final questions for you, and this is going to go back to like the late 90s when you were the defensive back coach at South Florida, and then from there you went to Wyoming. The juxtaposition, that's difficult because it's like sunny and awesome, and then all of a sudden you're in 3 layers of coats, right?
Yeah, boy, you did your homework on me here. That's going back a long ways. That's a drastic change, for sure. Going from South Florida. Let me think here. I went South Florida to Wyoming. That's correct. And then from Wyoming, I went to Houston.
Yes.
So,
see, hopefully you kept the short sleeve gear. Why? That feels like that would be so cold in Wyoming, coaching in the winter.
Yeah.
Was that the coldest of all the jobs?
No question. It was definitely the coldest. I will say this. A lot of people talk about that in Wyoming, but I had a great experience at Wyoming. I worked with the late Dana Dimmel, who passed this past year, who's a great man and a really good friend of mine. But I had a great experience at Wyoming. I really did. I have many great friends to this day, from Wyoming and in that experience. So, but very cold, very windy, difficult place to play.
Seems like a difficult place to throw if it's so windy all the time. That you got to have a big cannon arm like a Josh Allen, which is why he did so well there, because he could throw the ball through the wind at times. Is that crazy of me to think?
I definitely, Josh Allen, that was well after me, but that's a great example of somebody that is not too worried about the wind or the weather or whatever. He could rip it no matter what.
All right, final question. What personnel group at Kentucky do you think you're going to have the biggest growth from this year?
I hope it's the offensive line. I talked a lot about it. We've had a great tradition of being really strong in the offensive line and being a very physical football team. Again, I think we fell short of that last year, and that's my job to get that fixed. And I think we've put in a lot of work. I have a lot of confidence in these guys. I know they care. I know they work extremely hard and are very passionate about what they do. And I hope you see great improvement from that group this year as well.
Well, Coach, good luck to you guys. And as the ultimate sign of respect, and I don't do this for every coach we have on, but I did pull my Arkansas helmet out of the shot. I didn't want it to be in the lead while I was talking to you. And my secondary helmet, because I know Coach Leipold, I even pulled the Kansas helmet out because I just want this to only be about Kentucky and not these other teams that for this interview only are garbage.
Hey, well, thank you. I appreciate that. How about if I send you a Kentucky helmet and you could put it on your show every here and throughout the year?
You know, if you sign it, I'd love to have it. If you sign it, I'll put it up here on the set, Coach. I appreciate that. And good luck to you guys this year. And hopefully we'll come up there and see a game at some point. So thanks and good luck. And I hope you have a great week against Toledo, Coach.
Thank you so much. It was great being on your show. I love what you do. And you're always welcome at Kentucky. Thank you very much.
I feel like we do the show now. I'm doing it with 2 influencers.
Yeah.
Baby influencer and whatever the crap you're doing over there.
What do you mean?
Whoa. Are you talking to Eddie?
And you mean baby as in like father or influencer, a daddy influencer.
Yeah, baby influencer.
I thought you meant like I'm the papa influencer, he's the baby influencer.
No.
Okay.
No. No.
What? Dude,
I don't know what you're doing on social media, but it's creepy.
What do you mean, dude? You told me to pick a lane. I'm picking a lane.
It's weird.
And you're hating big time.
I'm not. Why am I hating?
Because you're exposing what I'm trying to do on my comments. I had to delete one of your comments.
Why would you do that? That's great for engagement.
No.
Wait,
yes, it is.
What was the comment?
You deleted a comment?
He's like, somebody's making money off this. I'm like, I don't need that
off
in
the
my
creator
comments.
fund. That's the greatest engagement. That's bait.
No, the other one was good.
No, the fact that you deleted it.
You didn't notice I deleted it?
No, I don't go back and look at my comments.
I should have told you.
You're working counter to what you're trying to do. Leave stuff up like that.
So you know what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I wrote it.
Yeah, but we don't need to pull the curtain on the Wizard of Oz, man.
You're not a wizard, dude. So he did this video. Did you see the one he did with the food?
The sandwich?
Yeah.
Breakfast? Yeah.
Breakfast.
Yeah, that was a good video.
Boom! From an influencer.
He talks like a pedo.
Oh.
What's a pedo?
File.
Oh, pedophile. Whoa, what are you talking about, dude?
Your voice is like...
Dang, now that you say that.
You have like pedo voice.
Shut up.
Can we hear the clip? This is Eddie. Go ahead.
Decided to make a breakfast bagel, so let's fire up that Blackstone.
Start with the bacon. Pretty easy. Just make sure everything is spread out. That way it cooks evenly. Flip them over when they look crispy and set them off to the side so you can dry off that excess oil. Now it's time to scrape off some of that leftover bacon stuff, but this is important. Leave the bacon grease because that's what we're going to cook our eggs on. Let's get to cracking. It's just a simple, over easy egg. I like
Sounds
to
like
use
you're
some of
talking
that
to a
Secret
child.
Family seasoning,
Like,
but
hey,
you can use
here's the
olive
thing we're
oil.
gonna do.
Flip that egg over. Now let's
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say like get in the
do you
van.
not think he has a weird voice when he does his voiceovers, Mike?
I think so, yeah.
It's weird.
So
That's the same voice you would say that to.
It
Hey,
just doesn't feel authentic.
it
to
doesn't.
me.
It feels super fake.
what do you mean? Like what's authentic? How do you tell someone to make a breakfast sandwich? You do it. Ready? Action.
I don't make breakfast sandwiches.
Okay. How do you make
It's just your voice. Remember the Opry one that you did a while ago? I just now remembered this. And we were like, dude, why
Opry
is your
one.
voice so weird?
what Opry one?
When you were like, here's a day backstage at the Opry.
I don't remember the last time I did that.
I show up at the door. And it's like, dude, who are you trying to
I think
get?
I do remember.
Are
Oh,
you-
it was on his Instagram, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, who are you trying to get in the van with you? Again, that's what it feels like.
Now it's time to get on stage.
Yes.
I did that.
Yeah.
I got candy over here.
Okay, so you're saying a little more
It doesn't feel authentic.
authentic would be like real me would be like, all right, it's early in the morning. I need breakfast, right? Like, let's just make some eggs. Get the bagel, put some butter on it. Like, what do you
That's
want me?
you being authentic.
That is not you.
What do you want me to do? I'm trying to be me.
It feels like you're doing a cartoon voice. It feels like kind of a creepy voice a little bit.
Maybe it's the mic I'm using.
No, like when you talk now, you talk normal. But you get the roll.
Bagel.
You get the bagel, and the first thing you do is you put a little egg on it.
Hey, let's get to cracking.
Let's get the crack.
Cracking.
I thought the video was good.
The video is awesome.
But the voiceover sucks.
Yeah, dude, it was so weird. I couldn't watch it. I was like, oh, I can't do this.
Man, you guys are like, I get second thoughts every time I do these now because you're just like criticizing my influencing.
Yes. Well, all based on
Love.
no.
Oh, not love.
No.
Hate.
No. Why? Why are we being so hard on you?
Because it's something new that I'm doing. You're
No.
not used to it.
Because you hated on Kevin so hard when he started doing it.
But dude, I've
And
been
then- and
cooking
then-
for forever.
But it's
He's
not about
been a
cooking.
dad for like 2
It doesn't
months.
matter. You were such a hater when he started making videos, and you're like, "What's he trying to do? It's so stupid." And then you start being an influencer after him. We have to bust your balls.
So I don't sound like a pedo.
You
You're
do.
just busting my
No, it's pedo voice.
pedo voice.
It's pedo voice.
Dude, now when I do a voiceover, I'm gonna be like, don't sound like a pedo. Don't sound like a pedo.
Don't like exaggerate the happiness.
Oh, but I'm trying to do.
you
Let's
don't-
get to cracking.
But you don't have to be sad. You should be normal.
Okay. Gosh, that's tough. All right. I really thought I was doing my I thought I was doing my real voice, but I definitely don't want my real voice to be that.
Well, pedo voice, you can avoid that. Let me go back and see if I can find your.
The Opry one?
Yeah, because I only remembered halfway through this segment that we've had this issue before, where we were like, what on the.
We've had this issue before. Like you guys talked about it. Like we need to talk to Eddie about this.
No, we talked about it on the show, right, Mike?
Yeah, we did.
The video, I mean, the
Man.
food looked really good on the video, though.
Thank you, dude.
I will say that.
I'll just keep my mouth shut.
But you
next
can't
time.
be
No.
deleting comments.
It's just yours.
Yeah, don't be deleting my
the
comments.
biggest comment of them all.
Well, he's like pulling the curtain on the wizard, dude. I was like, man, you don't need to tell everyone.
You're not
that.
a wizard, second of all.
Like, I want people to forget that I'm making money off those
You're a
posts.
munchkin at best right now.
Why do
man.
you think everybody thinks you're doing it?
Was it?
Well, now everyone's just like, hey, I'm just commenting here so you get a couple dollars.
Yes, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Let that live. Let that be in that same space. I'm looking now.
You look
Didn't some people
crazy.
comment on it like, "Oh, I love that you're making money off of it" or something?
Yes,
now?
people do it all the
Like,
time
let
now.
that be your thing instead of just put it. Because
What, now making money's my thing, not cooking?
no, but people will be a part of the joke. They'll
Well,
post in the
hey, man,
comments.
it's not a joke, dude. I'm really trying to do food. Like, hey, you didn't like that bagel? Did you not look at that
Dude,
video
I
and be like,
couldn't even look at the end because I thought the voice was so creepy.
Kevin, did you want the bagel?
I mean, yeah.
I went all the way through Eddie's videos.
But
As salads, food.
I can't find
Yeah, because that was a long time ago, dude.
the shot. Yeah, but you would.
When's the
think,
last time we've been to the Opry? It's been a
Well, I mean, I played it a few weeks ago.
well, that's you. I mean, us.
wasn't that like a
I would
year or
say-
so
I
ago?
would say maybe 2 years.
Was it that long ago?
Here's an Opry video, but that's not.
And that's crazy that you still. If that's 2 years ago,
Here we go.
This is the day in the life of someone who's lucky enough to play the Grand Ole Opry. That's me. When you get there, security tells you to park, and then you go through the Grand Ole Opry artist entrance, and you think, gosh, how many amazing people have walked through here before me? Then security tells you where your dressing room is. I thought we were in dressing room 5. Turns out we were in dressing room 6. Then you tune your guitar up because they tell you you're about to go on in about 20 minutes, and you better sound good. Then you look outside your room and Vince Neil from Motley Crue is walking by. What? This place is crazy. Then it's time to go on stage.
Yeah, that sounds like a pedo.
Yeah.
Does it end there?
But no, the internet's bad. Maybe the internet had it too. They were like, we can't do this anymore. Allow this. I was gonna but you hear it there.
I definitely hear it there. I don't hear it in the cooking one, but definitely hear it there.
I think the music helps in the cooking one.
Thank you.
Crack it up.
Yeah.
No, let's get cracking.
Whatever it is. Okay, well, that's all.
Hey, did I get a shot of Vince Neil walking by there?
Yeah,
That's cool.
he walks by the room. Speaking of videos, do you see the Will Smith video, Mike?
Yeah.
So Will Smith is doing a concert video, and he's like, and all the fans. It's apparently it's all AI. He AI'd all the fans, and the reason they know is because, again, according to the comments, they would zoom in on some of the signs, and they were spelled like AI spell stuff because AI can't spell.
And if you look at the faces, they're like scrambled a little bit.
I think somebody even said somebody had 5 fingers. One of the hands that were out reaching.
no.
And a
had
thumb?
5 fingers and a thumb.
I did see it, and I saw like people crying. I'm like, why are people crying at a Will Smith concert?
And it was like, take me to Bel Air, like all these great
Oh,
signs.
man.
But how crazy that he AI'd an entire concert and wanted people to believe it. Now, I have AI'd Stanley the Bulldog swimming in a pool with a deer. But then I met that quickly with swimming in the pool with an alligator, then swimming in the pool with a pig.
Yeah.
So then people started to know it was a joke. And the second one that I did was Stanley at the dog door, and Stanley comes in the dog door, and then a bobcat comes in and lays in a bed beside him.
Oh, that's awesome.
People are like, oh, that's crazy. So then after that, I did an eagle.
Yeah.
Like an eagle comes in the dog door. And so AI videos, they're easy to make look pretty real. But then you have to like admit, I think my admission is when I amplify the videos to get crazier and crazier, then people get it.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah. Bobcat, alligator, eagle.
As soon as you threw an alligator in there, I was like, yeah.
Well, I did a dinosaur too.
Oh, yeah,
To really
yeah.
make sure people knew.
Yeah.
Like it was Stanley on the side of the pool with a dinosaur swimming in it. So it's crazy that he tried to get away with that, knowing that people are going to spot
And
it.
he's kind of like the origin of AI. Whenever they first came out with that video of like him eating spaghetti,
Oh, yeah.
it was like Will Smith eating spaghetti.
Yep.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the movie.
No, the old video of it's like a meme now too.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, I feel bad for him. But it's not like he
But
tries to
that's
still be
sad.
cool.
Yeah, because I've seen videos of him performing on the street and like nobody gives a crap. He was like in this big crowd of people. It's like him and Rita Ora.
Yeah, no
Nobody
passion.
cares. No way that people are buying tickets to a Will Smith concert and being that excited.
He's also trying to still be hard.
Yeah.
Meaning he's like, I saw one where he's doing no crowd. He had headphones on and he's like, yeah, here I am still doing my thing. You know, I got 5 on, 5 rings, and here I go still manipulating and everybody salivating. And it's like, dude, just
He's
chill. Like,
People
stop.
think I act bizarre.
Yeah. It's like, dude, I think it's fun to do like old Fresh Prince stuff. That would be fun and add some, but you're not hard anymore. You're like 60.
He was like, I bite off more than I can chew, and then I chew it.
Did he say that?
That's what he said in that
Oh, my
video.
goodness.
Him rapping now is like Eddie doing voiceovers.
Oh, no, don't compare.
It's gonna
us.
come back around. It's gonna come back
Yeah.
around. It just feels inauthentic and a little creepy.
Yeah.
Which one?
Both.
Well,
Both. So you don't have to take it. My advice would be just be a little more normal when you do your voiceovers.
You know what? I will say thank you for not posting. This sounds like a pedophile.
I didn't
Appreciate
write
it.
that. I didn't write that. I didn't write
mess up the
pedo
algorithm.
voice.
Then you can delete
Hey,
that one.
I appreciate that.
That's what friends are for. If I should say that. Thank you guys for being here. We appreciate you guys being a part of the podcast as always. Thanks to Coach Stoops for coming on. I just got a message too saying helmets on the way.
Oh,
Let's
yes.
go.
That was quick.
I wonder which one he's going to send. They have some cool helmets.
Oh, the chrome would be the best.
Well, mostly to me, it's like, do I want blue or white? I don't really care. And I was just like, hey, I did take the Arkansas helmet out of the front because I felt he's an SEC school.
Yeah.
I didn't want to have an Arkansas helmet. I'm talking to the Kentucky coach.
Disrespectful.
Yeah. But I did highlight them to see if he would like take the bait and be like, well, I want to send you one too. And hey,
You got it, dude.
we'll put it up here on set as well. So thank you guys. If you don't mind, share this on your Instagram stories. That would be awesome. 25 Whistles, brought to you in part by... No, I'm just kidding. We don't do that. All right, Eddie, hit it. All right, we'll see you guys. Bye, everybody.